Hey guys, Adam here, Blackfyre Productions, and welcome back to another Sagas of Conquest video. Today we're going to be diving into a package that I got from Torchlight Games and Hobbies with some new releases for the Wadroon. Before we get into this unboxing and showing you what that package was, I just want to give a big shout out, obviously, to Torchlight Games and Hobbies out of Burlington, Ontario, Canada, for the support that they've been giving the channel recently. If you haven't heard of them, or you may have heard of them, you can hit the link in the description of the video down below to their website. And you can save yourself 5% off of your hobby supply needs using the code FIRE5, so things like paints, paintbrushes, etc. But great store, shipping all across Canada, and they are known to ship outside of Canada as well. So definitely go check out the guys over at Torchlight Games Hobbies, and if you are ever in the Burlington, Ontario area, you can go check out their store as well. They've just redone it and it looks absolutely phenomenal. And when I say just, I mean like a few weeks ago, but you understand what I'm talking about. So yeah, the package had a bunch of new releases for the Wadroon, at least new releases here. I don't know exactly when they were released elsewhere, but we've recently received them. And this is filmed about a week and a half ago, and they were out, I think, the week prior, so about 2.5 weeks ago they got, the store received them. So, but yeah, so let's dive into these unboxings with these things that I have in front of me and check out what's inside. So here we are with the package contents, minus the shirt that I'm wearing, that I've received from Torchlight Games and Hobbies. Really excited for the Raptor Riders. So is my son. My oldest, well, both my boys, they absolutely love dinosaurs. So this was one of the reasons why I got into the Wadroon, or wanted to get the Wadroon, because they're oryx-like creatures that are riding dinosaurs, which is absolutely crazy and awesome. And so my oldest is saving up money to buy himself a box of these just because he wants the raptors out of them, which obviously I will have to build and such for him. Maybe eventually paint them too, and who knows, that will be, maybe I'll borrow them every time I play a game with the Wadroon. I need two boxes of these guys, or 2 regiments. So yeah, I got the Raptor Riders, I got the Matriarch Queen here, which is a really cool looking model, and then the Army Support Pack as well, because I think that's super handy. So let's look at the Army Support Pack first, then we'll go into the Matriarch Queen, and then the Raptor Riders. So you got the box art there, nice solid cardstock box. That's the price on the back. I'll have to eventually get that off, but you can see all the various artworks in that. So the Alpha Predator there, it looks so amazing. But yeah, so that's that. Inside, you got your package of cards, and then you got your victory points as well, so there you go, something like that, right? And just dials on a magnet and stuff for keeping track of your victory points, super handy. I spent a good portion last night building up, if you watched last week's video, this is literally filmed the day afterwards. I spent a good portion of the night last night building up a whole bunch of Braves and Bloodeds and Hunters, because I'm doing a First Blood game with one of my friends, and I want to try the Wadroon out. So you have your 4 different, what's the box contents again? So you get 10 command cards, 10 objective cards, 3 spell cards, 12 cult tokens, and 1 acrylic wound marker. So yeah, those are the different cults. So you got War, Famine, Death, and Conquest, right? So Conquest itself, Death, Famine, and then War. So those are the different cult tokens. It says 12 cult tokens. I'm not sure what it means by tokens, because I don't see any tokens actually in there. And so yeah. You have your 3 spells, Cacophony, so target regiment and any attached character. Stands may not resolve draw events, including abilities counting as draw events other than Decay X until the caster's next activation. Range 12, casting difficulty 4, and it's scaling. Dissonance, until the end of the caster's next activation. Each time an enemy spellcaster attempts to cast a spell onto a regiment within 12 inches of this caster, or attempts to cast a spell while within 12 inches of this caster, after rolling for success and before the result is calculated, you may discard any number of chant markers from the sequence to discard a die of your choice from each chant marker discarded this way. So you can really mess up somebody's casting. Then you have Crescendo. Add a Conquest marker to the sequence, reveal your next command card. If it belongs to a regiment, draw that command card and the regiment activates immediately. Otherwise, return it to the top of the command stack. Regiments activated this way do not add a rhythm token to the sequence. And casting range itself, difficulty is 4. So those are the spells. Yeah. Maybe these are the objectives. 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so these are the 10 objective cards, and I have the 10 command cards, but I didn't see, maybe I'm not looking well enough, but I didn't see the tokens. I saw the 4 cards, but I didn't see 12 cult tokens, so I don't know if that's an error or whatever, but if anybody knows, definitely let me know. Unstoppable. Complete this objective after a friendly regiment charges and causes an enemy regiment to be shattered or destroyed during the same activation. Retake the land. Complete this objective at the end of the turn in which you controlled more objectives than your opponent. Then you have Children of War. Complete this objective at the end of the regiment's activation if 3 or more of your regiments are in contact with an enemy regiment. The chorus, complete this objective immediately when you destroy the last stand of an enemy regiment with a friendly regiment that chanted the battle cry during its activation. Quadroon War Engine, complete objective immediately when you destroy the last stand of an enemy regiment with a friendly heavy regiment. Interesting. I think the only heavy that I have right now is the Matriarch Queen. The rest are medium and lights. So Hunters are light, Braves and Bloodeds are medium, Scion of Conquest is medium, Predators light, Raptors are light. So yeah, just a Matriarch Queen currently. I know the Warbred, they're coming out soon, I think, in the next month or so. They'll be heavies for sure, so... complete the objective immediately. Sorry, the course. Complete the objective immediately when you destroy a last stand of an enemy regiment with a friendly regiment that chanted the battle cry during its activation. Bred for battle. Complete this objective immediately when one of your regiment destroys an enemy regiment that is at least 1 category heavier, i.e. a friendly light regiment destroys the last stand of an enemy medium or heavy. Interesting. This one's upside down. Did I get through them all? Complete the objective, no, so break them. Complete this objective at the end of the round if there are 2 or more enemy regiments on the battlefield. Broken enemy regiments on the battlefield. Test in combat. Complete this objective immediately when an enemy character is removed as a casualty as a result of a dual action. One of your characters performed. So, yeah. That's really cool. Lots of different objectives, and then obviously have your command cards here too with the artwork, which is fantastic. So you got your Slingers, Apex Predator, Matriarch Queen. Sorry. Yeah, so Slingers, Apex Predator, Matriarch Queen, Scion of Conquest, Predator there, the Raptor Riders for the card, Warbred, Hunters, Braves, and Blooded. So those are the cards that come with the Army Support Pack. I'm going to have to check in and look into these cult tokens because I didn't get any, so I'm not sure. Have the dial, obviously. Acrylic wound tracker is what it says, but yeah. No tokens, that's weird. Either way, not a huge issue. I still think these are super handy. And worthwhile to get, and they come in a nice pack, so I cannot complain about that because I can keep all my command cards and that in there. Matriarch Queen, super cool. Really do like her. So there you go, Wadroon Matriarch Queen. That is the artwork on the front. Right there you go. Looks like she's eating a heart. I think the actual mini. It just looks so cool. Come with another command card. Dump the resin out of that, and then the mini itself. So let's take a look at this mini. I'll be building her later on today, just in case. We're planning on playing a 600-point game, Ian and I, a friend of mine, tomorrow night. This would be June 30th, I guess. And so I think we're playing 600 points, which I made a 600-point list, but if I if I have to if we're doing an 800 point list, I have to get her built, as well as 6 more blooded, I think. But yeah, so there's her spear, javelin, glaive. I think glaive is probably a better term. I don't know what this is. I'm not sure if it goes onto the javelin type thing on the end, or the glaive. Let me see. It's looking like it's on the bottom of the glaive. I'm curious if it broke. Either way, I can fix it up. Not a huge issue. But yeah, it looks like it goes like that. That's what it looks like. Not sure if it broke or not. Not super concerned, because I will just green stuff and super glue and it will hold pretty decently. This looks like it could be part of a headdress or a shoulder pad. You have one of the sets of feathers, and yeah, that definitely broke there. I guess I just broke in my hand there, but that's okay. Not super concerned about that. It is just one feather stand, but you have a feather stand there. Then another feather stand there. That's what happens with thinner resin at times, and this isn't like super thin resin, but just the thinner pieces, it definitely can break. So another looks like shoulder pad, I think, if I had to take a guess. Another grouping of feathers there. This might be sort of like a shoulder piece. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that is, but you guys can see that there. And then you got her hand holding the heart. That's going to be super cool. I'm definitely going to do some like blood effects in that on there. So yeah. And then the queen herself, Matriarch queen. Super awesome. Great detail there. Really like it. Yeah. Not super concerned about the pieces that broke. The feathers is just a feather. And again, these guys are a very tribal base people, so nothing's going to be clean or proper. So I will get out, put this away, and get out the Raptor Riders next time. So here we are with the Raptor Riders. You can see the box there with the artwork. Fantastic looking artwork that it is. One of the minis on the side there, or you can just see all 3 on the back. So it looks like the Huntress and then a couple of other Raptor Riders. The Huntress is really freaking cool, and what she can do for you. She acts as like standard bearer. Standard bearer, leader, and she does something else. Can't remember either way, but yeah, you got your stands and your regiment stands and your bases there in the package as per normal. And then let's pull out the instructions. You obviously have the card and the instructions on the bottom. And so you have your Raptor Rider base one there, right? And then obviously what's required on the back. And then on the inside as well. You got all the 3 different sprues there. It shows you with the numbers and everything, and then go from there. I'm planning on leaving them separate, so I can paint the Raptors fully and then the Riders fully as well. That's the plan that I plan on doing with them. That way they're not going to sort of hinder each other while I'm painting them and such. So yeah, so let's take a look at these sprues, shall we? You got the first sprue there. I think each sprue is slightly different just to represent the different Raptors and everything else. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Cool. Yeah, so you can see like the details of the foot in there, right? Right down in there with all like, it's almost like that hard, rich sort of skin like you see like on talons of birds and stuff like that. And you have all the different feathers and stuff as well. Your different javelins and everything, torsos, the heads for the riders here, which look fantastic. Really cool female head sculpts for the orcs. I love all the like the braids and everything that's in them as well. Just really awesome. So that's first sprue. second sprue with the feathers. These guys are going to be super colorful. I'm looking forward to that. Definitely want to do some color with them, with all the different feathers and everything else. And you know, let's see the raptor head there, right? Just so freaking awesome. Dinosaurs for days. Dinosaurs for days. We're actually looking, if we're able to this summer. There's in Alberta, Canada, which is a province, one of our western-ish provinces by the Rocky Mountains and such. There is a provincial park out there called the Dinosaur Provincial Park. And with my kids being dinosaur lovers, I'm definitely wanting to go out there and take the kids out there for a trip and stuff like that, because like it's called the Badlands. And it's a surreal sort of like desert wasteland type area out there. I've never been to something like that. But then a couple hour drive from there, you're getting into like glaciers and everything else, and the mountains. And so it's just really cool. And it's where we find a lot of the dinosaur fossils in this area. I know off topic, but with dinosaurs on these sprues, I thought, you know, it would be kind of appropriate to bring up. But yeah, we're excited about that. So it's cool to see. Like I said, it's what really got me interested in the Wandering, where all the dinosaurs. So like the Alpha Predator, I can't wait for that to come out. It's just going to be amazing. But yeah, you can see all those there. Really cool. I'm going to build these guys up quickly today. I'm going to have fun with them, and then I'll be painting these guys over the next while. I'm going to get a First Blood force built for the Wadroon. I do have a force with my Nords that I can use for First Blood as well. I already have enough models for it. So the hope is that I can start filming battle reports now that things are opening up here in Canada, or in Ontario, I should say. I'll be able to get battle reports in with people that are inclined and interested, and have a painted army and stuff, and hopefully we can start off small with some First Blood, and then get into some Last Argument of Kings and the bigger stuff. Especially excited for the campaign book. I've always been a sucker for campaigns. When you have that growth in your army or in your force, it's absolutely amazing. So I don't know if any of you guys have heard of Middle Earth SBG, but they have like battle companies, Necromunda, you know, things like that. Like those skirmish games are things I really enjoy, because your characters progress or can actually be killed off and actually take damage and everything else. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what this campaign book has that Parabellum is working for. But yeah, that's what I got from Torchlight Games and Hobbies. And so again, check the link in the description of the video down below. Check those guys out, and a big shout out to them for supporting the channel and the continued support for the channel. While you're there, you can also check our Patreon link. It just helps us do what we do here, or helps me do what I do here on Blackfyre Productions. To our Patreon members, past, present, thank you very much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, ignite your hobby.